Before I begin answering this final question, I forgot to mention in question number 8 about parent involvement. I forgot to mention that I have invited parents to attend college trips with their students. I've encouraged parents. They had some great ideas about uh, their uh, uh, their alma mater, and they wanted to share those ideas with, and they knew they had connections with recruiters from that university. And so I'm like, hey, come on. We found that connection and that hookup. We found it to use, one for our college fair and one inviting and helping students get scholarships and admissions to these universities. I've had parents get involved by inviting them to college fair, job fairs, or sharing their expertise on career day. Have parents donating from their businesses and professions and giving us information. I've had parents give us information about the different organizations they work for, where they provide scholarship information and funding and so on and so forth. So there are a lot of parents who don't get the credit that they deserve, and there are parents who are hardworking. There are parents who are political and educational leaders. There are parents, whatever they have to provide, and if they want to provide a service. Together we help build the counseling program through those type of parents. And so however they see fit, I always listen and take heed. But anyway, back to the question. Question number 9, the final question: successful activities, programs. I'm thinking at the top of my head, I feel rushed. Successful activities right now: Education Go Get It Week. I spearheaded that. I had the armed forces there, did presentations for the enrichment of the goal periods or the study hall periods each day with that, and just getting student and parents and staff involved and pumped up about all forms of education, not just college and universities, but just educating on education. That's a good program. My teen Dating Violence Month in February for some middle school students, that was very successful. I also headed and organized, it was supposed to be a volunteer support group for teachers, either first year teachers or teachers who were struggling with working with the student population that they had. It was an inner city school, tough school. Some teachers, they weren't new to the profession, but they were new to those demographics. So the campus administrator wanted me, I asked to do that group, that support, to be a support and educational group, and it was called Eagle Empowerment. That was a whole semester program, and it wound up becoming a part of the growth plan for teachers as a requirement. So instead of being voluntary, I wound up having required based on the principal, and they wanted me to continue it that following year, but couldn't. What else? Working with turnaround engine, as I stated earlier. The dual credit program right now. I worked successfully with Cedar Valley, and so I was part of the early college committee and spearheading that. And then my automotive technology boys, I call them my auto tech boys, they are very successful. Some of them got scholarships, some of them got job offers, most of them are earning their certification or have earned their certification. So they're probably making more money than I am. So I think that's successful. The same thing with all boys group, a mentoring group right now that I have in process with someone in the community, a reverend in the community. And so to see these hardcore boys break through and yearning for that leadership and that attention, and it lifts up the spirit. So that's a successful program. the dual credit program that I'm running now, I'm streamlining, cleaning it up, and as I said, I'm working with Mountain View, so it's on the well. But anyway, there are other programs. They're all listed. Me doing reopen the DA Holston Middle School in Dallas, AISD, reopen on my behalf, is doing the council part and the associate principal part, coming up with those programs. And the to this day, they still use that schedule and the PBL lessons and everything based on my presentation. So there's a lot to mention. Anytime any student is successful in any of his or her endeavors, I feel like it's a success. Thank you so much for this time and attention.